Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, the person who penned this open letter to me and Mottley. Let's say from the get-go that this person is a liar, and you know that all liars are demon possessed. I don't need to tell you that. These are things that you should know. Okay, you're a Christian nation in Barbados there. You should know these things. If you are lying, you're possessed by a demon. So the person who wrote this open letter to me and Mottley started out with a lie, started out weak. They're acting as though they're powerful, but they're weak. And it's probably like maybe some fraud going on within their personality. But let's look at it. And I invite you to read how many points they have there, 10. Okay, and they're touching base with Mia to ask her a few questions, and they're saying it's to Mia and Mottley now. And you need not answer any of them. You need not answer any of them, but after reading them, I think they didn't mean ones, they meant onus, O-N-U. There's a you should be there. The onus would be on you to clear the air. So if you're saying that she needs not answer any of them, then you're going to say that she should to clear the air for an anonymous person who wrote some bullshit down, and they want Mia Mottley to respond. Mia Mottley? Mia, you don't know Mia then. You see, you have to know your audience. That's the first thing you have to become familiar with. You have to become familiar with the environment and the audience within that environment. They don't give a fuck about you. What you just said here about Mia Mottley and the person who may have written this, Hartley Henry. Yeah, because no one defends anyone. I think you know that too. Anytime something happens to you, everything peels away. All the people that were around you, they peel away. No one is going to write anything on your behalf. It does not happen. So they're saying that this is coming out of Dominica, and Mia Mottley is no longer welcomed in Dominica because of the Ross University theft. They call it a theft. So if a company leaves your place and goes somewhere else to set up their stuff, you know, you're going to call that a theft, or maybe it's political, wrangling. I mean, you need to move the punches. You need to know how to negotiate. So you cannot call negotiation theft. You're weak. You're weak, because if you had the wherewithal to keep Ross University in Dominica, they would have stayed. Okay, there's candy. You have to bribe whoever you're dealing with in a way that it makes it beneficial for them to move, to do something different. People like things stable and they don't like change. So if me and Mottley got the Ross University people to leave Dominica and go to Barbados, and even in Barbados they're not happy. You hear them complaining all the time, but she did what she had to do to get them in Barbados, and she took your money from you. You're belly aching? You're weak. This is a weak move. So this hi Mia, so you're personal with Mia. Okay, you're out of Dominica. You're saying that she's not welcomed in Dominica, and you're approaching and addressing the head of a country, well, the head of an island. Hi Mia, you start wrong. Okay, so they're asking her, did you at any time have anyone working on your behalf use a key logger to get access to Hartley Henry's email? So they're saying that his email was tampered with. Is that what they're saying? That he was hacked? That his email, his system? So he would know. Hartley Henry he's a political strategist. I'm being, whatever. This is what you see online. And he has been working with Mia for years now, donkey years. And, he's actually out there to the highest bidder. It's peas and peas for me. You know what peas and peas are, right? That's what the political arena is all about. P's and P's, pimps and prostitutes. Don't get it mixed up. Stop adding the romance, stop spritzing that perfume. It's all the same BS. It's all the same BS. Okay, so that's the playing ground. That's the arena you're in. P's and P's, and there's a season for it. It's not a silly season. Okay, it's not silly. It's a P and P season. Okay, you can put the S on that. P's and P's season. Everyone wants something, and whoever wants something is a matter how much you're gonna pay to get that something. It's all written and it's all in your face. You know what I'm saying. You know what I am saying. Okay, so the person who wrote this, talking about monitoring the activities of Hartley Henry. Hartley wrote this. Hartley Henry. It seems though his name is like backwards. You know, Henry is usually a first name, and Hartley, so but his name is Hartley Henry, and I always feel the same Henry Hartley. But anyhow, yeah. Hartley wrote this. Nobody is going to work on his behalf. Okay, it doesn't work like that in the islands. Slavery does not engender that kind of, you know, camaraderie. It does not. It just does not. Take my word for it. He wrote this, and they're talking about the lilac villas and involvement in whatever that is, and the emails to Tony. And like I said, I invite you to read this BS here, okay? Did you prepare a report that was rubbished by Roosevelt? He's a prime minister somewhere over there, maybe in Dominica, and they talk about the theft of Ross University. I mentioned that before. How much did you get for the job? And was the job done satisfactory? And they're saying, Mia, there are many other questions, but these 10 need a response before others follow. You just said up here, she didn't need to respond. You need not answer any of them. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth. It makes you look silly. It makes you look ignorant. It makes you look foolish, okay? You're talking out of both sides of your mouth, okay? And then there's this threat before the others follow. You can choose to ignore these questions at your own peril. Oh, fuck you. You think you can threaten me? You can't threaten me. You cannot threaten me, okay? I know you are not welcome in Dominica. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. So she's not welcomed in Dominica. There are 1,000 other Dominicas in this world. What are you thinking? That sometimes when people say, oh, this person can't come back to bar. There are 1,000 other Barbadians in this world. Okay, there are 1,000 other islands, and this is a water world. There are places that have water. There are places that have pristine beaches in this world. No one needs to be salivating into coming to what? One little place? No. If you have your money, you could buy a plane ticket. You have this world. Is your smorgasbord. You can go anywhere. You can choose. Okay. So no one used to be in Jamaica, Dominica. No one used to be in Dominica. And the people of Salisbury want to ask a few questions as well. Who give a fuck? Ask your question. She's not going to answer you. Mia Mottley. I'm just saying. Mia Mottley is not going to answer you. If you opt out of answering those questions, the next set of questions would be directed to the Barbadian public. Well, these ones came to the Barbadian public. This is not private. I have it here. And I'm not the first one to see it because it was sent to me. It was sent to me. So other people have seen these questions. You need to know who they have as their leader. You think bitches don't know who they elected? They need to know who they have as their leader and what she can get engaged in. What the fuck? Like I said, this person is weak. It's a Johnny. Johnny, okay. This is the weakest thing I have seen all year. What is this, May 13th? It's the weakest. Who wrote this? Bitches need to know who they have as their leader. Bitches hired her to be the leader. They voted her in 30-0. As you know, the rat went over. you know, the rap, you know, and did what he did. But it was 30-0, okay? They know what they did. They know who they elected. They like it that way. They like it that way. Yours, in truth, a Dominican patriot? Fuck you! Mia, let me handle this for me. Fuck you! You know, a Dominican patriot? What? You need to make sure that the terrorist from Trump, you know, doesn't swallow you guys alive. Work on that. Don't worry about Mia. Try to work on getting tourists come to Dominica. Work on that. Just work on that. Plant some food. Plant some food. I've been to Dominica and they would try to sell you. You know what they do? When you go to Dominica and they, well, not they think you're a tourist. You are actually a tourist in Dominica. They will sell you a bottle of water. You know, the bottle of water that you would get in America for maybe like pennies. They will try to sell it to you for $20. $20 in Dominica. Go ahead with that. Go ahead with that and see how long that's going to work. You know, it doesn't work. You guys are, I don't know what you're drinking. I don't know what you're on. But this letter to me and Mottley was a fraud letter. This letter is a fraud letter because were it not a fraud letter, I would not be reading it. I would not be seeing it. So when they said it's for Mia, it's a letter to Mia. And if she doesn't answer, they're going to release it to the public. That's a bullshit kind of claim because it was released to the public. Even the word open letter, it's open for the public. You know, it went straight to the public. Mia is not going to answer this. Mia is not afraid of you. Mia will fight the biggest one of you. I mean, like when I say fight, I'm talking physical now. Physical. Okay, physical. She will fight the biggest among you. She's not afraid. Mia Mottley is not afraid. And if this guy, Hartley Henry, is in politics, he needs to know how to secure his phones. He needs to have different phones for different people. You don't just have one phone and everything on that one phone. He's an idiot. He's supposed to be an expert, but he's a novice. Has he not learned? Has he, in the years, not learned that you need to have like different things for different people? Okay, so if Mia Mottley was able to hack into his emails, well, who else emails would she be hacking into? And become powerful from it. This is the world. This is the world you have created. You are on the earth, and this is a hell domain. This is a hellish domain. It's a hell domain. And when you get into politics, all of that is part of it. That's like the you can't get any lower than that. You can't get any lower than becoming a politician. It's for peas and peas. You cannot get any lower than that. Okay, so this letter, I'm calling this letter out for bullshit. It's a bullshit letter. It's a veiled tiny little threat written by someone that ain't got nothing going on. Okay, Mia is not afraid. Mia Mottley is not afraid. Okay, if you're going to write a letter like this and you had any balls, you'll write your name. Sign your name. Let them know who wrote the letter, who has the questions, and what you're going to do if your questions are not answered. Sign your name. Sign your fucking name. Sign your name. You know, stop being stop being, you don't have to be like, you know, why even do it? Why even take the time to do this? This is, I don't know. I just don't know. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.